Okay, last page. So question number 8 says plot the points A, 2, 4. So we'll labor our axes, and then we got 2, 4 is A, and then B is negative 3, 2. Oop, make sure I put it in the right spot. Negative 3, 2. So make sure you're labeling those points, and then we are going to rotate it clockwise 90 degrees about the origin. So when you put your tracing paper on here, and I know this is not easy to see when it's on an iPad, but you're going to hold down with your pencil in this little dot when you're turning, and you're turning this direction. So when you do that, make sure you get that little plus sign right here, so you can turn it right back on top of its plus sign. And then your point should end up at here, 2, 3 for B prime, and then A should be 4, negative 2, A prime. So you'll just want to make sure you get that on there. You don't have to actually draw anything. This extra space here is just because the graph is big. Then number 9, it says find the missing side length in each triangle. So, oh, that little picture should move over. So sorry, it's going to be printed wrong too. But looking at this, you're going to do A, B, and C as the hypotenuse, and then I'll do A, B, and C the hypotenuse again. It doesn't matter what your A and B are as long as C is in the right place because it's the hypotenuse. So remember, we're using A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So I'm going to say 7 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared here. So then I'm squaring all the things. So 7 times 7 is 49. 8 times 8 is 64 equals C squared. And then once you've squared, you're going to put all the stuff here in this situation together. So 49 plus 64 is 113 equals C squared. Then we're going to undo squaring by taking the square root to get just C. So the square root of 113 is going to be 10.630. There is no information about how to round, so I'm just going to go out 3 decimal places here. Then on part B, same situation, same setup. So we're going to do 7 squared plus x squared equals 8 squared. So this is a little bit different because of the location of your variable. So we're still squaring all the things that we can. But when we get to the next step here, we got to get the x alone. You're kind of like ignoring that squared until you get to that very last step to where you undo that. So we're still kind of treating this like we would if it's just a regular x. So we're doing 64 minus 49 is 15. And now we can take the square root of that to get our answer. So x is 3.873 if I go out 3 decimal places. All right, last question. Let's get this off here so we can see that. It says, examine the system of equations below. Solve the system graphically. So to do that, we're going to have x and y. And I'm going to start with the b first and then the m second. So we're going to go to 6 on the y-axis. And then our slope is rise over run. And our rise is negative 2. And since there's no fraction there, we're going to make it over 1. So we're going to go down 2, forward 1. So let's do that. Down 2, forward 1. And then we're going to go until we run out of spots downwards. So let's keep going. Down 2 over 1. And then we're going to go up 2, left 1, because that'll represent the other direction. So that's our first one. I'll use a different color for the second equation here. So then for the second one, we're going to start at negative 9 on the y-axis. And then our slope is 1 over 2. So up 1, right 2. And then it does cross, so that's good. And then we can actually also go down 1, left 2. And then my line's not great. They cross right here, which is going to be at 6, negative 6. But make sure you're actually graphing that part. And then it says, what is the relationship between the lines? How do we know? So they definitely cross, but we're going to see, do they cross in a special way? So the special way that we're going to determine is if it's giving us a 90 for sure or not. And the only way we can really tell is by looking at their slopes. So are their slopes opposite reciprocals? Are we getting a perpendicular? The answer is yes, because they are flipped and the signs are changed. So they are perpendicular because the slopes are opposite reciprocals.